The Merchant of Venice. Chapter 5. The Wise Young Lawyer. Go outside and ask Dr. Balthazar to come in at once. We need his help in the trial between Shylock and Antonio, said the Duke. When the Duke had finished speaking, the lawyer's clerk went outside. He soon came back into the room with the young lawyer. Of course, the lawyer's clerk was Nerissa in man's clothes, and the young lawyer was Portia in the clothes that had arrived for her from Dr. Bellario. Welcome, Dr. Balthazar, said the Duke to the young lawyer. Dr. Bellario sent you, didn't he? Yes, he did, answered Portia. Dr. Bellario has told me everything about the problems between Shylock and Antonio. Where are these two men? I want to see them. Can they stand up? So Shylock and Antonio stood up. Very good, thank you. But which is the moneylender and which is the merchant? I am the moneylender, said Shylock, and I am the merchant, said Antonio. Thank you. Now, moneylender, is your name Shylock? It is, answered Shylock. Well, Shylock, what you ask from Antonio, a pound of his flesh, is strange. But the laws of Venice cannot stop you from taking it, I think. Shylock smiled and he put his hand on the long knife in his belt. Then Portia looked at Antonio. And you risk dying at Shylock's hands if he takes what he wants from you. I do, answered the merchant. Did you put your name to this strange agreement? I did. Then Shylock must show some mercy, said Portia. Why must I? Tell me that, asked Shylock. Listen, moneylender, I can't make you show mercy, and nobody can do that. But when you show mercy to somebody, it's not only good for them, but it's good for you too. So, I am asking you now, please show mercy to Antonio. But Shylock answered, Look, I am only asking the merchant to pay me what we agreed. Can Antonio pay back the money that you lent him? Asked Portia. I can pay 6,000 or 9,000 gold coins for Antonio, said Bassanio. It's too late now to pay the money, said Shylock. I want my pound of flesh. The law is the law. Forget the law and take this money from me in place of your pound of flesh, said Bassanio. No, said Portia. I am sorry, but we cannot forget the law. If Antonio breaks the law now, then more people will want to break it later. The law is the law. You are a wise young lawyer, Shylock said. Show me your agreement, moneylender, said Portia. Here it is, Dr. Balthazar. Please look through it and tell me what you think. Portia read the bond through with interest. Yes, it says here that you can have a pound of Antonio's flesh. From where on the merchant's body do you want to take it? From near his heart, said Shylock, and he took the long knife from his belt. Shylock, in this agreement, Antonio owes you 3,000 gold coins, but his friend here wants to pay you 2 or 3 times that sum of money. Why don't you take the money and show mercy to Antonio? No, I don't want to break our agreement, and I don't want any money now. I want only my pound of flesh. You know the laws of Venice well. You know what must happen now, replied Shylock. What's going to happen? Asked Antonio. Merchant, open your shirt and prepare yourself. In the bond that you signed, you promised to pay Shylock a pound of your flesh. You must pay him now. That's the law. You are a clever liar, said Shylock. Do you have doctors here to stop the blood after you cut off the pound of Antonio's flesh? Portia asked. Doctors? Does it say anything about doctors in our agreement? Cried Shylock. No, but you could show mercy to Antonio by having doctors here to help him. Look, I don't want to show any mercy to the merchant, so I won't have doctors here if our agreement doesn't speak of it. Very well, that's your choice. Merchant, do you have anything to say? Yes, cried Antonio. I want to say that I am happy to die now. Many rich men lose all their money and live to be poor old men for many years. This won't happen to me. Don't feel bad about me, Bassanio. I am glad you have been my best friend. When I die, you can forget the money that you owe me. I will not want it then. I hope you'll remember me and that you'll speak kindly of me after I am gone. Tell your good wife about me and how I died. Bassanio began to cry. I am married to a wife that I love more than anything, but I would give her and everything that I have for you to live, my friend, he said. Portia looked at Bassanio surprised. If you said this in front of your wife, she wouldn't thank you, she told him. And I have a wife that I love very much too, said Gratiano. But I wish that my wife was dead if that could save you, Antonio. Nerissa looked very surprised at him. I am glad that your wife can't hear you now, because if she could, you wouldn't have a very quiet time at home. Stop all this talking, cried Shylock. I have waited long enough. Just give me what I am owed. Of course, said Portia to the moneylender. Shylock, Antonio must pay you a pound of his flesh. The law gives this to you, and I agree. You are a wise young lawyer, said Shylock, and you must cut this pound of flesh from the merchant's chest. The law says this, and I agree, said Portia. What a clever young lawyer you are, said Shylock, and he took his long knife and put it to Antonio's chest. Prepare to die, he said to the merchant, but before he could start to make a cut, Portia spoke again. Wait a minute, Shylock. I have something more to say. The agreement says 1 pound of flesh, but it doesn't say that you can take any blood. You can take Antonio's flesh, but you must not take any of his blood at all. And if the merchant loses any blood, you'll break the agreement and you'll have to give your house, your money, and all that you have to the government of Venice. This is the law. You asked for the law before, and so you'll have it now. Maybe more than you wanted. When he heard what Portia said, Shylock was very surprised. He couldn't speak for some time. Is this what the law says? He said at last. It is. I can show you the laws if you want me to do that, answered Portia. What a clever young man! Do you hear what he says, Shylock? Cried Gratiano. Then Shylock thought of what Bassanio had said to him before. Very well. Then I'll take 9,000 gold coins from this young man in place of the pound of flesh, he said, and after that Antonio can go free. I will be very happy to give you the money, cried Bassanio to Shylock. To be continued in chapter 6.